There's not that many athletes around that have become as famous as Michael Jordan. From Space Jam to the Jumpman logo, plenty of things make Jordan recognizable even to people that don't watch the NBA. Despite debates about him losing his GOAT status, the general consensus is still that Jordan is the best. Neither Kobe or LeBron managed to catch up to his 6 rings, and only the Warriors have achieved a better record than the Jordan-led 72-win Bulls. Jordan is still doing pretty well right now as a successful businessman though. But how has he lived since his retirement? You know, his actual one, not the one where he played minor league baseball, that is. So today, we'll be taking a look at how MJ spends his billions. But first, a simple reminder on how to enter our brand new giveaway. We will be giving away either an iPhone X Max, the new iPad mini, or a MacBook Pro. It's all your choice. So be sure to leave a like, comment the keyword, subscribe, and turn on notifications to enter the giveaway. It's really that simple. First is his own NBA team, the Charlotte Hornets. Great athletes can't always transition to being great executives, but when a player as accomplished as Michael Jordan wants to join the business side of the NBA as a team owner, you can't really say no to it. Jordan reconnected with his home state of North Carolina by buying into the Charlotte Bobcats in 2006, now the Charlotte Hornets. He became the second largest shareholder of the franchise and became the main figure on the basketball operations side of the process, to the interest of many fans who wondered just how well this famous player would adjust to the management part of the game. However, in 2010, Jordan paid out $275 million to become the majority owner of the team. For most people, that would be an unimaginable amount of money, but not for Jordan. It's just a dent in his $1.6 billion net worth, and compared to a number of more valuable sports teams, it's actually kind of a steal. As the primary owner, Jordan is one of the ones that pitches in the funds for the Hornets to pay their players and bring in new players. For the most part, NBA owners don't even make money from running their teams. They have other sources of income, and in the case of Jordan, that's all of his endorsements and the rest of his business empire. So if you buy Jordan brand products from Nike, know that some of the cost might go back to Jordan as royalties and end up invested into the facilities, players, and operations of the Hornets. That hasn't exactly paid off just yet in terms of results though. The Hornets still lack a conference or division title, and their most recent playoff appearance resulted in a 3-4 series defeat to the Heat. Still, they have a decently young team with a lot of players that were a big deal in recent NCAA seasons. Devontae Graham, Malik Monk, and Miles Bridges are all current players for the team. If Jordan opens his wallet again and brings in a big-name free agent, who knows? Maybe the Hornets can make some noise in the conference and finally realize their potential. The team is now worth $1.5 billion, which is a lot more than Jordan originally paid to become the primary owner. Not that Jordan will likely ever have to sell the team. His own net worth is still higher, and he has plenty of income still coming in to pay the bills for his NBA team. Of course, a basketball team isn't the only high-value thing Jordan owns. He also has a number of real estate properties. Buying expensive mansions is a popular move for athletes who have made it to the highest levels of their sports, and celebrities in general. Jordan is no exception to that and owns property in multiple states. He's got not one, but 2 homes in North Carolina, his home state, and also owns properties in scenic Utah as well as Chicago, the city that he became tied to during his NBA career. His Chicago property covers an impressive 56,000 square feet, which doesn't just include the house itself, but the expansive outdoor area around it. How many bedrooms do you think that house has? 3, 4, 5? The answer is probably higher than what you were thinking because it has a massive 9 bedrooms and a crazy 19 bathrooms. Well, at least if you get lost in his mansion, you won't have to worry about not knowing where the nearest bathroom is. Despite the impressive size and nice surroundings of Chicago's Highland Park suburb, it doesn't seem Jordan wants this house anymore. He's been trying to sell it since 2012, but understandably, it's hard to find a buyer with a price tag of $15 million, which is what Jordan is selling the property for. There's not too many people out there, after all, in urgent need of a 19-bathroom mansion, although the place is pretty tailored to Jordan and his own lifestyle. While the mansion is perfectly nice if you happen to be Jordan himself, his tastes are apparently different from most people who drop millions on real estate. So, will it find a buyer? Well, the answer is maybe. It doesn't help that the mansion is far more valuable than its Highland Park surroundings, as the neighborhood isn't a place where most people go when they decide to spend $15 million on a house. If you're going to try and flip property for that much, you've got to do it somewhere like Hidden Hills. Chicago is a bit of a tougher sell. Then again, if you're a famous athlete yourself, this might be a dream home for you. Not only is it currently owned by a basketball legend, but the property also has a basketball court and a tennis court of its own, making it easy to stay in shape while living there. It's not the only property Jordan is trying to sell right now, though. His mansion in Utah is smaller than the one in Chicago, but it's still far past what most people have, with 5 bedrooms and 8 bathrooms. Still impressive when you consider that the property is only 10,000 square feet, considerably smaller than the Chicago mansion and the large grounds surrounding it. This one hasn't been on the market for as long, only getting listed in 2019, so it looks like Jordan hasn't had the same troubles with selling it. The asking price still isn't cheap, however. The price is set at $7.5 million, still placing it out of the price range of most people. So if Jordan is selling his houses in Utah and Chicago, where does he actually live? Well, he has 2 properties in his home state of North Carolina and the Charlotte area specifically. The larger of these has a scenic lake view and was bought in 2013 for $2.8 million, cheaper than the current asking price of Jordan's other houses. It's not less nice just because the overall value isn't as high though. The home is still located along the water and has 6 bedrooms. If Jordan is fond of any property in specific, it's probably this one because it hasn't hit the market like the other ones. Next is that Jordan has been known for giving back to the community. Jordan hasn't been too shy about giving back some of his excess money to the community. He and his wife at the time pledged $5 million to Hales Franciscan High School in Chicago back in 2006, and he's raised over $5 million for the Make-A-Wish Foundation. He did enough for the organization to be named its Chief Wish Ambassador in 2008 and had granted 200 wishes by 2013. He's helped with disaster relief as well. He donated $2 million to disaster relief in his home state after Hurricane Florence caused damages and $1 million to the efforts to help the Bahamas after Hurricane Dorian. That's all small change, however, compared to Jordan announcing more recently that he and his brand would donate $100 million over the next 10 years to furthering racial equality as well as access to education. Of course, Jordan is investing in more businesses. Jordan Brand is the most known example of Jordan's business ventures. It brings in billions in revenue on its own, and if Jordan wanted, he could just live off the profits from being the central figure that the brand is named after. However, for someone as competitive and ambitious as Michael Jordan is, sitting back and letting the profits come in from one large business like Jordan Brand just isn't an option. Jordan still makes a point of investing in other businesses, particularly restaurants. He owns a number of them by now. 1000 North is a nearly 5-star restaurant in Florida with reservation-only seating and views of the water outside of it, and it's owned by none other than Jordan. If you're looking for something more sporty and less country club in atmosphere and appearance, consider the very clearly named Michael Jordan's Restaurant in Chicago. As the name suggests, Jordan also owns this restaurant, and the outside of the building prominently shows a picture of Jordan about to dunk the ball during his Bulls days. It's not quite as country club as 1000 North is, but the inside still has plenty of luxury with a reddish color scheme that kind of fits with the Bulls theme in a subtle way. If Michael Jordan's Restaurant wasn't a clear enough title, consider Michael Jordan's Steakhouse. There's multiple locations, and the title doesn't hide what this chain is about. They're steakhouses, similar in appearance to the Chicago restaurant, but presumably focusing more on steaks. Outside of the restaurant business, Jordan has interestingly enough invested in buying a Nissan car dealership in Durham, North Carolina. A strange investment for someone who already makes hundreds of millions just from endorsements, but Jordan is definitely as creative off the court as he is on it. We of course can't forget an impressive mega yacht. In addition to everything else, Jordan also has an $80 million and 230-foot long yacht, which costs almost $1 million a week to keep at sea. With that being said, it's hard to imagine Jordan has any regrets about acquiring it. This boat does everything you could want and more, and complements Jordan's private jet in his collection of vehicles. It's a truly impressive yacht with 8 cabins, fully functional AV systems, a full bar and dining area that looks like one you might find at a regular mansion, and a gym to help you stay in shape while at sea. It's also got a jacuzzi on the deck in case you've ever wanted to get in one while you get a view of the water outside. And of course, a basketball court. Sounds hard to play basketball with the ship rocking on the waves, but apparently the moving waters underneath aren't enough to discourage Michael Jordan from playing his favorite sport no matter where he is. So as you can see, Michael Jordan has really spent his money not only on toys, but giving back and investing as well. Anyway, that's all for this video. Thanks for watching, and make sure to check out our other NBA videos for more.